And actually, something else that I wanted to mention, since we're talking about those quick
Mm.
tips, are the nutrients. So here at the bottom, you'll see vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium. So those are some nutrients that we actually, as Americans, don't get enough of.
Mm.
So that's important, to look at that. And then also, there's nutrients that you do want to get less of because having them in large amounts can have adverse or negative effects on our health. So, for example, the saturated fat, the sodium, the total sugars. So I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into that, the sugars, because that's a very common question I get from people that I
Oh
counsel
yeah.
and talk to. So now in the nutrition label, it divides it, the total sugar and the added sugar. So you can make, informed decisions on that. But the added sugars are not the same as natural sugar that you find in foods like milk or fruit. It's not the same thing. They're sugars that are processed or added, sorry, during the process. So that could be like table sugar, it could be honey, syrups, even foods or beverages that says like concentrate, made from concentrate, that's added sugar. So
Mm.
that's something, to look for. And I'll share a quick tip about that in a little bit, regarding the percent daily value of how to, like, if you're trying to maybe eat less added sugar, like what are some things you could look for based on that. So just wanted to share that information as well, because I get that question a lot about, the added sugar and like what does it mean and all that.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
Hmm.
That's helpful. All right.
Yes.
And was there another one with this?
Yeah, so the percent daily value, and definitely another quick tip. So this helps. It's helpful when you're looking at those nutrients that we just talked about, like if you're trying to have more dietary fiber, if you're trying to have less added sugar or less sodium,
Mm.
using that percent daily value or percent DV can be really helpful. And basically, you can determine if a nutrient is high or low, like per serving, by using this
Mm.
general guide. So if it's 5% DV or less of a nutrient per serving, it's considered low. So for example, dietary fiber.
Mm.
Um, in this example, it has 4 grams, or you can use the percentage, which is the 14 grams. When it's closer to 20% DV, that means that it's high. So, and then since we're talking about dietary fiber
Mm.
specifically, another quick tip that I wanted to add in addition to that is a good source of dietary fiber has about 3 to 4 grams per serving. Some guidelines say 4 to 5. So just in general, about 3 to 5 grams of fiber per serving is considered a good source. But if you don't want to memorize grams, you can look at the percentage to make those decisions. So
Yeah.
5% of, or less per nutrient, of the nutrient per serving is considered low. 20% or more is considered high. So you can use that for the added sugar.
Mhm.
If you're looking at a product, let's say yogurt, because yogurts can sometimes have added sugar. If you're wondering, is it high in added sugar? Look at the percentage. So if it's closer to that 20% or more per serving, then okay, maybe uh, this type of yogurt is high in added sugar, and you can compare the different options and see, which one is less in added sugar. So I like educating on the percent daily value just because I feel like it's
Yeah.
more like it's just like a quick guide, a more simple guide versus
Yeah,
memorizing grams.
absolutely.